Hello children, Sujata Miss is here with another video for class 10 ICSE board. This video is with reference to your topographical map. Contour lines. Contour lines are what? These are imaginary lines joining places having same height above the sea level. Okay, joining places having same height above the sea level. They are multiple of 20 and contour lines are always in meters and they are drawn in brown color. Next definition, contour interval. Contour interval also known as vertical interval. Now what is contour interval? Difference in height between two successive, you can write successive or you can write consecutive, between two consecutive contour lines, and it is always 20 meters. Now contour lines, with the help of contour lines we can identify different landforms. For example, if you see this landform, here if you see the brown lines are very closely spaced. Very closely spaced. The brown lines are very closely spaced. Now when the contour lines are very close to each other, we understand that the slope is steep. It is steep slope. Whereas in this figure, you can see that these brown lines are far away from each other. Now when they are far away from each other, the slope is gentle. So contour lines very close, steep slope, far away from each other, gentle slope. See, I have drawn brown lines close to each other, steep slope. When I draw brown lines far away from each other, it is gentle slope. Contour lines also shows us whether it is a hill or circular hill or conical hill. Suppose if you see this figure, you can see all the contour lines more or less it is circular in shape. It is round. They are all circular in shape and they are more or less placed at an equal distance from each other. So this particular feature that you are seeing here, contour lines are circular in shape, closely spaced, having more or less uniform space between each other. This shows that it is a conical hill. So this kind of feature, it is a conical hill. Next you see a ridge. Can you see this figure? This entire figure. This entire figure, if you see this entire figure, here you see the contour lines, they are elongated in shape. They are not circular, they are elongated in shape. And on either side, the slope is steep. They are elongated in shape and they have got steep slopes on either side. Because see, contour lines are closely spaced with some isolated peaks. We can see one peak here, we can see one isolated peak here. Now this kind of elongated feature, when you see elongated feature with contour lines closely spaced, signifying that they have steep slope with some isolated peaks, this feature is termed as a ridge. So contour lines, if it is elongated with steep slope on either side and few peaks, then we call this to be a ridge. This is how we draw a ridge. See, I have drawn elongated contour lines closely spaced to each other with few isolated peaks. Here again, let me see. See, here the contour lines are very closely spaced. That means it is steep slope. Far away from each other, it is gentle slope. So this is how you get question in ICSE. Like sometimes they may say that in particular grid reference, what kind of slope it is. Suppose I say that in this grid reference, say in a 4-figure grid reference of 4201, identify the slope. So 4201, if I have to identify the slope is steep. Why? Because contour lines are closely spaced. Whereas in this grid, if you are asked that identify the slope is gentle because the contour lines are far away from each other. Okay. So that's all for today. We will again do the next step. Thank you, children.